I'm Grace Mauldin, and this is March 17th, 2010, and we are in the Barrow Media Center.
I'm Charlatte Floyd Mauldin. This is March the 17th, 2010. What? I attended Barrow Street School 75 years ago.
So, what was a typical school day like?
Well, we walked to school. We had just the regular reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's the most that I can remember about our typical day at school.
Yeah. So, you had recess, so what did you do for fun?
We did a number of things at recess. We played hopscotch. We played jump rope. That was where a person was on each end turning the rope, and sometimes two people would go in and out and jump at the same time. And we played, the boys played marbles, and we played tag. And I think we had some big swings. We didn't have any other playground equipment. And we did play dodgeball, and sometimes we played softball. Good, thanks for prompting.
So that seems fun. So, what did you enjoy about school?
I enjoyed school. I enjoyed being with my friends at school, and I enjoyed learning. I especially liked math.
So,
What historical event happened at Barrow Street School?
What historical events happened when you were at Barrow?
It was during the Depression, and I really think that was a historical event. I believe it started before then, but people didn't have a lot of money at that time.
And do you have any favorite Barrow traditions that you know of?
Well, I don't really know, Grace, what to say. Well, the tradition maybe was just a typical day. We didn't, we enjoyed recess, and we enjoyed just having fun and getting to see our friends.
Is there anything else you would like to share with me about Barrow?
I have a couple of stories about Barrow. My brother and my oldest sister went to school here also. My brother recalled that he was going to school. We walked to school, and if the bell had rung, you had to be in your seats at the time or you were counted tardy. And one day he got here and he heard the bell ring before he got in his seat, so he turned around and walked home. That was one of the stories. And my sister also recalled when she was in the 5th grade, they had a small kitchen here, and her teacher made hominy. Many of you may not know about hominy, but it's made out of corn and it's put on and cooked, and it's a dish that many people like, but I don't imagine some of the children. Grace probably has never eaten hominy. Have you, Grace?
What was in hominy?
Well, it was made out of dried corn, and they used, I think, lye or ashes to cook it in, and it made the corn would expand, and then it would be soft when you got ready to cook it. And it comes in a can now, and you can buy it and season it with butter, and it's a right good side dish of vegetable. The school here is so much different than when we went to school. our school was smaller. I think this one has had many additions, and I think it was just a traditional small school at the time that we went here. We certainly didn't have a media center like this nice media center that you have here today.
Yes. And was there any other stories or things you did?
One of the stories that I remembered, they were encouraging everybody to go to the dentist for 1 week. And then when you went to the dentist, you got a certificate. Well, one day I came and they were emphasizing that. I had brought my lunch, but I wouldn't eat my lunch because I did not have the dental certificate with me.
So that's different than now.
Yeah, that is different than now. Yeah. That's it.
Sorry,
I told about my sister and about Billy.
Do you remember how long you went to Barrow?
Yes, I went to Barrow about 2 years, and then we moved, and I went to a different school.
Oh, okay, so how has your time at Barrow influenced you in your life?
I think the time at Barrow influenced me because I've had good background. I went on from Barrow to another grammar school and went to a middle school, and then I went to Athens High. And at Athens High, I had a good experience. And after Athens High and my education here in Athens, I went to Georgia Baptist School of Nursing, where I graduated. I was one of the youngest in my class until I was a senior, because I graduated from Athens High when I was 16 years old. But we only had 11 grades then. To Barrow. Yeah, I did say that.
Okay.
I said 2 years, but 2 years. I think I did right.
So, do you remember any special classes or activities you did?
What did I say? I'm just going to tell you.
What? Were you good at like reading?
Okay. You going to ask something?
I just said. Oh, yeah. I said.
I enjoyed reading and I enjoyed math, and I think that gave me a good foundation for the rest of my schooling.
Okay, so do you have any more stories or anything else?
I told about the dental week, didn't I?
Yeah.
And
I just say no if you don't have anything.
I don't have anything else, but I would like to brag about our children and grandchildren. We have 4 children, and we have 12 grandchildren. And one of my favorite stories is that my granddaughter Grace was born on our 50th anniversary, and we had a really fun time with the rest of the family.
She goes to Barrow.
And Grace goes to Barrow School also. And her 2 brothers go here, Nick and Jake.
Thank you, and I think that is all.
And thank you, Grace, for inviting me to come. I'm glad to share a little oral history. It's too bad I'm 83 years old and I don't remember as much as I should have.
So